and welcome. I am Nicole Arrington coming to you from Helena, Montana. I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator. My website is bigskycards.com if you want to check out my site. And today I am bringing you this beautiful set called Nature's Beauty. And I thought I would make this a card with this set. So today's card, I'm gonna start off with a piece of basic white cardstock, and I am going to stamp it in my Memento Black. And I'm gonna stamp this sweet little deer in black. Alright, and then I'm going to set her aside. Then I'm going to take my alcohol markers and I'm going to color her in bronze. And I think I want to go to my thicker side. Color Aaron. And to give her some dimension and some color, I'm going to take my color lifter pen and I'm going to pull out and I'm going to rub around in the ears and right down her face. And then some in her body, just lighten her up and give her some more dimensions. Alright. Let me set those aside. The next thing I'm going to do is take a piece of basic Whisper White cardstock. I'm going to fold it in half. Move my ink out of the way. The next thing I will take is a piece of Balmy Blue cardstock, and I am going to adhere it to my Whisper White. Balmy Blue is 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and this is just the the liquid glue, the Tombow liquid glue that I just put in a refillable tube that has a fine point. Alright, then the next thing I did is take a piece of basic white cardstock and I embossed it with the Woodlands embossing folder. And I will take that and adhere that to the front of my card. To give it some texture. And I will adhere my deer there, but before I do that, I want to do a couple other things. Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to take a piece of Balmy Blue cardstock and I want to frame this deer with this Balmy Blue. So I'm going to take my cutter and cut out the inside. So I'm just going to move it in a quarter 1/4 of an inch. Let me see if I can bring this in. My stand's in the way a little bit. Okay, and so this piece of paper is 2 by 3.5. So I want to bring it into 1/4, so I'm going to go to 3 1/4, and I'm going to cut it all the way down to just 1/4. Then I'm going to turn it 90 degrees, put it on the 1/4 inch mark. Again, this is 2 inches, so I'm going to start at 1 1/4. Bring my cutting tool down to 1/4 inch, and turn it 90 degrees, repeat. So I will start at 3 1/4 and go and cut down to 1/4. And another 1/4 inch turn, start at 1 1/4 and score down to 1/4. In which case I should be able to relatively easily pop that out like so. All right. And I'm going to hear that on there, but I kind of want it popped up, and I foolishly haven't ordered more of the dimensional strips. Since I've run out, I wasn't paying attention. It'll have to go on my next order. So I took some foam and cut narrow strips with my foam, and I'm going to hear that, and hopefully that'll work. Let me get a pair of scissors. It doesn't have to be tight, I guess, because, well, I don't have to go all the way around even, because I'm not making a shaker card. The only time you have to be super tight is when you're making those shaker cards. So I'll go ahead and just put the strip here and hope for the best. Alright. Then I will take my glue . But yes, the dimensional strips would have been way easier and way quicker for this card. Alright, and I will adhere that there, but before I adhere it to that, I would like to add my sentiment. If I could only get my pen in there. Alright, so let me set that aside. I am going to use the Pretty Perennials for the sentiment for you. I will set that aside. Let me get a block. Stamp that on. Oh, and put it right about there. And I'm going to tuck it under. How far do I want it? So let me take my scissors. Where did they go? I'll snip that off. Alright, from here I'm going to take my triple banner punch to help me, and I'm going to turn it upside down because it doesn't fit in there just right. Because this is only a 1/2 inch piece of cardstock to give it that little punch. Okay, then I'm going to take that and adhere it to a piece of Balmy Blue that's 3/4 of an inch long, or wide, sorry, 3/4 of an inch wide. I'll go ahead and cut it off. Now again, that end's not pretty, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to tuck it under. Then I'm going to bring it in under here. Let's see if I can get a really nice thin cut. All right, so now let's adhere it to the front of the card. Okay, and then got that. And there you have it. A very simple, easy card. We can touch it up and tone it up with just a hint of maybe, I think it could use some sponging. So let me pull out my sponge, my Balmy Blue sponge. And I'll pull out the Balmy Blue ink. I need a piece of scrap. To give my trees a little bit of texture. A little bit more dimension, so there you can see it a little bit better. The next thing I would like to do is, oh, I forgot to ground my deer. So I'm gonna get a little bit of my marker here, a blue marker, alcohol marker here, and ground her. And I want to use some lifter. So I just want that pretty light. It'll lighten up here in a second. I wonder what that chemical reaction is that makes that occur. That would be kind of interesting to find out. All right, so as you can see, that's lightened her up. There you have it. And I think, just to cap it off, I don't know. I want to put some rhinestones on it, but I don't know if it needs it. Oh well. You can tell me in the comments if you think I should have them or not. Let me see. Just looks like it just needs just a teeny bit. All right. So I've got my take a pick tool. I'm just gonna put a, well, that failed me. All right, there we go. Alright, just randomly place a few on there with this take a pick tool. It's a great putty tool. Helps you pick up so many things. And when you have those sequins, oh, very helpful for the sequins. So there you have it. There's a cute little card. You could make this into a beautiful little shaker card with a window sheet. Be so easy to do. But yeah, there's my card inspired by today's weather. It's snowing out. It's supposed to be. It's been snowing for 24 hours here, and we're supposed to have another 24 hours of snow. Thankfully, it hasn't been a heavy dump, but there you go. There's my card to go along with the weather. And it'll be a great birthday card. It's actually going to be my March card, my March exchange card with everybody. So, I would absolutely love to be your demonstrator. So if you would like, my name is Nicole Arrington. I will provide a link below. Right now it's the month of February until the end of February right now. Stampin' Up! Is giving away free items for every $50 you spend. But if you don't spend that much, if you spend $30 or more, I will send you the kit for this card or for this card for spending $30 or more. Plus, if you spend $50, you will get something free from Stampin' Up! And you can choose the item. They have some beautiful paper. This is one of the items I picked. Another item I chose was the Darling Donkeys. I'm going to be looking forward to making a card with this. So keep watching my site. Take a look at my website. My website is bigskycards.com. You can email me with any questions or concerns at bigskycardsnicole@gmail.com. Check out my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching.